A high-caliber, high-noon showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Army Black Knights and the Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Hey guys, checking in with the Knights head coach before the game. He has challenged his offensive line to dominate at the line of scrimmage. Why? They have a chance to make some history today with their running back. He has been beloved and productive all season long, and today he can break the school record for single-season rush yards. I know he's heavily involved in the script to start this opening drive. We'll see if they're able to get the record early and get this team fired up for their running back who they love. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And we take a look at James Peoples, a 150-yard, 3-touchdown day while leading his team to victory in their last game.
Steady. I think that's the one thing the coach has been talking about with this running back all year long. Each and every week, this guy has been stepping up, and he's being a leader by the way he is in the locker room, on the practice field, and on game day. And I think you saw a fantastic performance the last time out. This team is winning games. They're in a good rhythm right now, in large part because of how well this guy's toting the ball.
And I think it's the identity of this team, right? Like, you can feel it. It's him. He is the identity. He's the heartbeat. He's the pulse. He's the consistent part that they really depend on. Like, no matter what the environment is throughout the season, they know they can lean on him. And the consistency has been there. So this offense goes through him. Look forward to watching him today against a pretty good defense.
He's changing the play. They'll move the tight end. Drops back on first down. Out wide left, it's Middleton. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, the defense blitzed on that.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go. Ready. Where did he go?
Snaps it, and he has to have it. Dumps it to the back. He's got it. First down and more. They make the stop, and not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off. The Knights have their offense in high gear. Motion from the wide receiver. Fresh center downs going to the air. Hauls it in. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down to the air. Rushes on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Nice play to knock that one down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
They'll run it with James Peoples. Next going for the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Knights!
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on 4th down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach taking those risks, but when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the 4th down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finish with this drive together. You're right. Circle that 4th down. That was a big one.
The Cadets offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
The Black Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. On the option. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football.
Looking for a huge play. Got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Using his feet. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Black Knights!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful.
There he goes! Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Peoples. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Third and 6 yards to go. A designed run for the quarterback. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. The Knights will try to move the sticks on fourth down. Needs it. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Play action on first down. Still looking. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First down, 10 yards to go. Trying to get the corner. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Let's look at the big picture for Army. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives him a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. And now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll snap it from the 28, in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Nice move there. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Black Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Touchdown, Army! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Pulls it. Powers through the defender. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen.
All kinds of room to the right. Inside the 40. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights. Great.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. Well, what do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop.
He gets there. 2-point conversion is good, and the lead now stands at 9. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ollie, what do you have?
Hey guys, here on the Knights sideline, we are seeing history here today. The running back has continued to run strong today, and now he is the program's single-season leader. The sideline immediately went up in arms, yelling, screaming. They are so excited for their running back, and they will continue to ride his energy here today as he makes more school history. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. He'll pull it down. Still running at the 40. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Now on the move. Turning it on. Got the first down. The 20. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out.
Number 95, set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Black Knights sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Guys?
Okay, Holly. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll run this one off right tackle. Might have a chance. Inside the 50. He's at the 30. The 10. And he scores. Touchdown, Army!
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. And that will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hits the hole. It's Cook. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Well,
this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Handoff for Peoples. Breaks into the open. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. He now has 84 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fresh set of downs going up top. Escapes the pressure to his right. Finds his man. It's Boston. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw it. Moving out to the right. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
On 3rd down, here's Peoples. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Left side, it's Middleton. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Wants to throw. It's Washington. They're all over it. And it's a sack. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fullback's got it. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Not great field position. We'll see how aggressive they are in the final seconds. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Making the adjustment on the play. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Middleton. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Is incomplete.
The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Complete. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Peoples. That should be the final. The first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Checking in with the Army head coach coming out of the locker room. Guys, we may have an upset brewing. As you know, this team came in here not highly ranked and highly regarded, but that doesn't matter. The players on the field have had something to say, and they are really taking this game to the home team. We'll see if there's an upset continuing here in the second half. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. 2nd and long here. Looking for the edge. Pulls it on the option. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Black Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Keeps it himself. Pulls it on the option. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get them on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. It's 3rd and 5. The give to the fullback. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Give running right, it's Peoples. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Knights look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wide receiver going in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Catch in the middle, it's Middleton. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a 1st down.
And that makes me think, do I want a blitz? You know, how do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back and having success. I'm going to think twice about bringing the blitz. Nice read by the QB. Nice job by the running back getting some extra yards and getting the 1st down.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Knights. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we've talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled him up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
The Black Knights offense will go to work. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Oh, what a move. And they swarm him under.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
And the Black Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The pick 6, he takes it in. Touchdown, Knights.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. You're exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Hit as he throws. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Running inside, it's Riggs. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Let's see what they do on third down. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. working that wide receiver screen. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Black Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Making his first move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw one first. Out wide left, it's Peoples. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Here's Peoples. He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1 yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on third down? Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on fourth and goal. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on fourth and goal. They'll run it with James Peoples. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on fourth down does not work.
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on fourth and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting the hole even open up, and they get the big fourth down stop.
Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. Long way to go on second down. This is a designed run. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Keeping his eyes downfield. He's going to take off. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Going to field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Off-play action. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Knights come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's Middleton.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Right side, it's Peoples. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They just keep firing. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Sells the run, looking to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Black Knights want to pick up the tempo. Moving the pocket, it's Washington.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. This offense has it with really good field position. Handoff for Peoples. Pick up of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Defense calls a timeout. 2:07 remaining on the clock. Interesting strategy here to try to maximize their use of the 2-minute timeout. Shoots it to the left. Touchdown Knights! And the stomping has commenced. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Spivey. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Black Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Takes a shot at the end zone. Lucky to get it off.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The Black Knights moving quickly to the line. To the air. It's Washington. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. He'll try to do it himself. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
And what a great play right there by the pass rush, affecting the QB's rhythm, David. He didn't have a chance to throw that on time. They forced him to scramble. Everything broke down. He tried to go get it himself, but you saw the speed catch up to him, bring him to the ground, and the defense, they win it for their team.
Just great job taking away the initial read, right? Like he wanted to throw the football. Great initial coverage. Then it breaks down a little bit, and now you got to chase. You got to play that second play. They do it masterfully. In a big moment, man, they chase him down, they get to the QB, and they call game and walk out of here with the W.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Polk. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Drops back on first down. He rifles one deep down the middle. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. After this, it'll be a wrap. Changing the routes with his receiver. Second down, gonna throw it. Looking for his man. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly